Hello and welcome to a new series of tips and tricks of Scum. In this series, we are going to just be showing you a few zones, a few crafting tips, a few hints and tricks to get you going in Scum. I'm going to call this series called Just the Tip. It is still featuring Betty. You all know Betty, and she's still here. So what we're going to do in our first episode is we are going to explore the best place to get scrap. The best place to get scrap. And among scrap, other things too. Bows, locks, the padlocks. There's just so much you can get here. And that place is going to be the B0 Scrapyard. So we're going to take Betty in and we are just going to do a quick run through on this. You'll notice that there are piles and piles of junk everywhere. There are vehicles and trash bins everywhere, along with these little shacks. And there's also a lot more little shacks down that way that we'll just run around and show you. First off, the vehicles are a great place to find scrap among other things. You see here we've got plenty of scrap, and we also can find toolboxes in here. Another great thing you can find in here is the bows, compound bows and recurve bows, along with battery cables. You can chop those up and get wire out of them. These vehicles can be checked. Look at that, 5-meter rope and binoculars. I don't really use the binoculars much, but they can be sold at the traders. We're gonna go ahead and check the vehicles. So essentially all through here, you're going to find vehicles to loot. And what we'll do is we'll just check these really quick. Because look at the scrap is just, it's endless here. I believe there is a military section. Yep, so we can come in here. You will find some military crates. And look at that, we found an M9 magazine. We're not going to loot everything in here in the tutorial. We are just going to do a quick run through so you can see the areas. And here you can find some great loot as well. I tend to find a lot of axes in here. Like every single time I've come in here playing, whether it's single player or on multiplayer, I've found the Traynor axe. I don't know if we're going to get lucky this time. Got a crowbar though. There's something. Look at that. Nails, another thing. Nails and bolts and scrap. The building material paradise. There is another toolbox. Find some clothes in here. Looks like we got a sweater. And here you have all these lockers. You got some water. And this is just the downstairs. There's a whole upstairs to this as well. A crutch. I don't really know what the crutch is used for yet. I think you can just beat people with it. Thread. Some smokes. More scrap. This is by far one of my favorite places in the game. It's just unbelievable how much fun stuff you can get here. Especially when you're starting your build. When you start building your base. It's almost a necessity. Get yourself a couple backpacks. Load up and head over here. If you got a car, you get your backpacks. You park your car up in the woods up here. And you just keep taking backpacks full back to the... back to your car. Looks like we didn't find an axe in there. I was hoping we would. I guess my... oh, look at it. Electrical repair kit. The padlocks. Here's where you're going to find a lot of the padlocks is upstairs. There's a lot of office... Look at that. Fireworks. 8 out of 10 wire. Tire repair kit. But in like these desks. In desks and in the filing cabinets, we're going to end up finding probably a lot of padlocks. Paper too. Paper too. There's a couple of these up here too. We should find a decent amount of the water coolers up here, and chances are you might find got some matches and zucchini seeds and lemon seeds. Chances are you'll probably find one that's full up here, or at least has some liquid in it. Maybe not full. Lock picks, more fireworks. Yep, there's your safety pins or your bobby pins that everybody needs. Also, up here there are you're going to find a lot of paper around like the copy machines. Yeah, so you can search some of these and you can get paper out of these as well. So if you need wadding for your shotgun shells, there they are. Here's where you want to be too. You're going to find lots of paper here. Remember, all of these trucks can be checked. Check every single truck. If not for scrap, you're going to find yourself a nice. You can find yourself a nice bow. Gas, fuel canisters are another abundance here. Now we are going to go get over into the trash piles, and where the rest of the and where like the vehicle lines are. So, if you look at the trash piles, you'll notice this is all metal. So you're going to find metal scrap in here. Barbed wire, another great crafting material. And you can move down, I think each pile is kind of separated. I don't know how this works. Yeah, so you got to kind of move a little bit. You can't stay in one area, but if you move a few feet, you can loot again. And look at that, scrap, metal pipes for the shotguns and the new pipe bombs. More barbed wire, metal wire. So just keep moving through. I think if we come down a little bit more, we'll be able to search again. And just on and on and on through all of the metal. So if it looks like metal, that's what you're going to get essentially. Again, check the vehicles. Got some cash. Can't go wrong with that. Now, we're going to come up to another type of pile here. And now we've got stone. We're going to search it, and you're going to find just stone after stone after stone after stone. And remember, every single time you drag an item and drop it like that, you are getting more and more awareness experience. So just every single time, drag it and drop it. Drag it and drop it. Even if you don't want it, drag it and drop it on the ground. Because one, you're getting the awareness. And two, if your buddy or your partner that you're playing with comes by and he sees that stuff on the ground, he's not going to waste his time searching it already. All right, now here we go. Lines and lines of cars. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Even during a tutorial, it's never safe. All right. Lines and lines of cars. The lines kind of, you can check a section. They're not each individually searchable. So you check a section here, move down a little bit, and check again. And boom, look at this. Look at all of the wonderful stuff you find in here. Yeah, you see, yeah. So if you got to kind of get a feel of when they check again. Look at that. More thread, nails. Look at it right there. What's what I told you? Recurve bow. But look, I mean, just look at each one. Each time you pull that out, you're getting that awareness. Check behind you. Look at that. Another one. And now look at this. Another large fuel tank. But we're not going to spend a lot of time there. I just wanted to give you the idea. There it is. That's the cars. Check all the cars. Here. Boom. Rubber and rubber bands. Check all the mounds of tires. Rubber and rubber bands. All right. And on to another pile. Here we go. So now we have piles of bricks. Look at that. Bricks, bricks, bricks. That's going to be great for your level 5 base building. This is a must. And you can see they're all located right around the same area. But you've got your cars, your metal, cars, metal, and tires are back there behind the cars. You can see the black hill right there. Your tires and your bricks. And your bricks just keep on going too. I mean, you just run around and pick up all the bricks. Look at that. You just fill your bags up with that. If you're on a single player server and you're a single player session, just pull your car up in here and load it up. You got everything. And then, of course, look at that. We've got a dirt bike missing a tire. And this is the second building that's in here. You'll be able to come in here. And sometimes you can find miscellaneous tools and items sitting on the ground. We've got some work boots over there, it looks like, or some hiking boots. But yeah, This is the junkyard, the scrapyard. You can also find these buildings located around. Be careful, there can be puppets in here, but you can find like 9mm, some handguns, some miscellaneous food, crossbows, pretty much anything in there. All right. So, this has been just the tip, the scrapyard. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and keep an eye out for more in this series. We're going to try to do a whole bunch, anywhere from 2, 10, or 15-minute videos just showing a nice, quick explanation of specific areas and neat little tricks around Scum Island. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you on the next one.